Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bianca Skogan Beauty. I'm so glad to have you guys here today. I have kind of a fun, exciting, I think kind of interesting, not drama, it's not really drama, but there is some things going on behind the scenes that I'm going to talk about in this video. Got a couple of things. My intros are always kind of long because I'm a talker. First off, I hit 2,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Yay! It's just awesome. Thank you every single one of you for helping me with that. So I am going to have a giveaway in this video where I have some giveaway boxes. I have two giveaway boxes. I was thinking I did one for 1,000 and I only had one box. So I was like 2,000, let's do two boxes. Later on in the video, I'm going to show you guys what's in the boxes and talk about how you can enter in and win and all that stuff. So wait till the end of the video. Okay. Also, this video is my November subscription box unboxing. I am currently in the middle of taking down my fall decorations and putting them away and then putting up Christmas because it's after Thanksgiving. And so I'm putting everything up. So everything in my entire house, all of the decorations are away except for this because I was like, I need to film this video. So as soon as this is done, this will be gone and I'm gonna get Christmas up. I'm already wearing a Christmas sweater because after Thanksgiving, it's Christmas time. This video is for November subscription boxes, although it's going up in December because I always put my videos up on Monday and Monday just happens to be December 1st. I figure it's okay. It's okay that I still have my fall decorations up. Technically, it's still like fall the season. Like winter doesn't start till like December 21st or something. I have my November subscriptions. I have two. I only usually have one for ice cream, but I picked up another one because, I don't know, it was a good deal. So first off, I have my November ice cream beauty box. There's a lot of information that I have, like, I don't know if it's behind the scenes, but information that I want to talk about this box. Okay, the other subscription box I got is from Allure Beauty. You can tell that's heavy and full of stuff because I saw other content creators were talking about how amazing this box was for November. So I picked it up. But I think I was supposed to be able to get it for like $10 because it was a new subscription, but I think I still paid the whole $25. But I did get 2 free items in here because it's a new subscription. It's so weird. I don't know. But I already canceled it because it was going to let me customize for December and I didn't really care for what was in the December box. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll just get the November box. I have 2 boxes for November. I have no makeup on my face because well, actually, no, that's a lie. I have foundation on my face and I put some eyebrow gel in. But that's in preparation for the makeup that is in these boxes. We're going to put it on my face because it's always fun to do that. Do you guys want to talk about ice cream? I didn't even know if I was going to get this box. Ice cream has been kind of on the fritz lately. And I talked about it a little bit in my last video, but it's gotten worse. Last month I talked about how Ice Cream Beauty has not really been responding to people. And this is still true from my knowledge, but it's gotten worse because they usually put on their website like spoilers. Well, the spoilers have not been updated since September. So there was no spoilers for October, although they did put up spoilers on the Instagram. But this month for November, no spoilers on Instagram, no spoilers on their website. And I didn't get a notification that this shipped until like 2 days ago or 3 days ago. I don't know, whatever. So I was like, it was like the 25th and I was like, it hasn't even shipped yet. Like, what, am I even getting this box? So I kind of was thinking, how am my last video of the month is usually my unboxing. What do I do? So I was kind of trying to figure out what I would do for an unboxing. And then I got an email saying it was shipped and I was like, well, look at that. Look at that. I have no idea what's in it because I had no spoilers. There was no choice this month. And I was looking at Ice Cream's Instagram. And because when I talked about this last month, I had some commenters telling me that they have not heard anything. They're being ghosted by Ice Cream Beauty. But if you go to Ice Cream Beauty's Instagram, it's just full. Like the last post I did is full of people being like, where are you? Where are you? And most of them are very like nice. Like, I love you, Ice Cream Beauty. And I do too. I really love Ice Cream Beauty. But where are you? Like, I hope you're doing okay. So the way that Ice Cream Beauty is handling whatever is happening is interesting because there's clearly something going on. They're no longer answering customer service. They're no longer answering their Instagram. They're no longer putting up spoilers. Something is happening with Ice Cream Beauty, but I still got my box. I got charged and I got my box. So something is happening like behind the scenes that I don't know, but the box is still here. So that's good news. I still like Ice Cream Beauty and I'm still getting it and I'm still excited about it, but it's a little bit like, am I gonna get December's box in the mail? I don't know, a lot of people are canceling. I noticed in the comments that they were like, oh, I can't do this, I'm canceling. So it's interesting because I feel like we all love Ice Cream Beauty. And this has been like the best subscription box since, Ipsy and BoxyCharm, but this is indie brand. So this is like the best indie brand subscription box. If it were me, I don't know what Ice Cream Beauty is going through, but I feel like they should put up a post that says, hey, we're going through something. And I don't know what they're going through, so I'm just assuming, but we're going through something. Can you guys just give us patience and grace? And people would, because we all love Ice Cream Beauty. But right now, because they haven't let anyone know what's happening, it's just silence. And so people are canceling when we're still getting the boxes. And guess what? I took a peek in here. It's amazing. It's amazing in here. I think that Ice Cream Beauty needs to just put up one post saying, things are happening. We're really sorry. Just give us patience. And everybody would, I feel like. I'm still going to be getting Ice Cream Beauty for December. And my plan was to keep getting Ice Cream Beauty for the holidays because I love holiday themed palettes. And then once January comes or the end of December, I will decide whether or not I'm going to keep Ice Cream Beauty. And hopefully maybe whatever's going on will be resolved. I don't know. I've heard through like commenters telling me that they got a response from ice cream saying that they're just, they blew up. All of a sudden, people are liking ice cream and a lot more people have heard about it. And so they have their subscriber base has blown up, but their customer service has not blown up. And so they're hiring new people and training them. But I feel like one post, you could train that person to put up one post and explain the situation. Instead, there's like rumors going around and it's a little bit crazy. So I wish I could tell you more. I wish I had more information about what's going on, but that's what I know behind the scenes about Ice Cream Beauty that nobody really knows. But I still got my box. So I'm pretty happy about it. So Ice Cream Beauty, if you want to sign up for it, the boxes are still coming. I have a referral code in my description and it is $29.99 a month. I get mine for $25 because I was grandfathered in a long time ago. And it has 5 to 7 beauty items in here. And it's mostly indie brands and every time there's a palette. So I love this box. I love it. It is great. I told you guys that I'm kind of thinking about letting it go. It's because I have too much stuff. I have over 500 eyeshadow palettes, so I don't need to keep getting a new palette every month. I had some of you guys tell me that I should keep going until the holiday season. And thank you, because what is in this box is, from what I'm reading about it, it is special for this box. This palette was only released in this box. And from my knowledge of this brand, this palette was only released in this box. So maybe it'll release later, but I'm really excited because I wouldn't have been able to get this palette any other way. And it's from an indie brand that I love. It's exciting and terrifying at the same time. Okay, so let's get into the ice cream box because I feel like that's what I've been talking about. Cute card, has pumpkins on it. I love fall. So as much as I love Christmas, I'm kind of sad that fall is kind of coming to an end and I'm taking down my fall decorations. This is the holiday prep box. Let's see what we have in here. 2 items from ZC. So I thought I would just show you that there's 2. The first one is a curling and lengthening mascara. It is interesting. I don't love getting mascara in these boxes because I feel like then I end up opening too many mascaras at a time. You should only have your mascara using it for 3 to 6 months. And so when I get a mascara in these boxes, then especially there was a time where I was getting 1 a box. Then I ended up having 6 mascaras open, which was not good, which is not good. And then I also like to open a mascara that I just like to have. So anyways, I'm sure it's a good mascara. It's just not my favorite thing to get in boxes because this is probably why I've thought about getting rid of ice cream because I have too much stuff. But it's kind of cool. It is a waterproof mascara by ZC Cosmetics and it is $22, which this box was $25 for me. So I'm already almost at the price of the box. And there's only one thing in there that I've gotten for you so far. Okay, then we have from ZC again, this, it's hard to, I was looking at it and I was like, what is this? On here, it has no indication because there's a lot of Chinese. So there's no indication of what this is. Luckily, there's a card. So it just says that it's like, sweet. Has a little thing in there. It says, sweet, right there. What is it though? Okay, so it says here, on here, Boba Blush by ZC Cosmetics is $18. Silky buildable blush that leaves cheeks looking sweet and naturally flushed. Inspired by bubbly boba drinks. It gives your skin the cutest pop of color and perfect for on-the-go beauty. Okay, so it's a blush, which I don't know why I keep talking about this. I did a blush declutter and I had too many blushes. I just said, why am I talking about this? Because I need to think it through. This is a good box and I do suggest this box, but for me personally, Bianca, I don't know. I don't need a new mascara. I don't need a new blush. Let's keeping that in mind. Okay. Okay. So the next thing I am pulling out, Beauty Creations, partnering with Bratz. Okay. So I was a little old for Bratz. I didn't really watch Bratz. I played with Barbies. Liner set, Bratz liner set. There's 2 of them. That's kind of nice. Let's see. Channel your inner Bratz doll with this bold liner duo. Smooth, pigmented, and perfect for snatched wings, fierce flicks, and expressive doll-like glam. Ooh, it just said the white liner. So there's a white liner and I believe a black liner. It's kind of fun. The white liner can be used to make eyes look bigger, more awake, and brighter, whereas the black liner can be used to get that dark, feminine look that is currently trending. Okay, so one of them is a liquid liner and one of them is a gel pencil. Okay, we'll find that out when we put all the makeup on my face. That was $14, which is good for 2 liners. That's a great price. I really like Beauty Creations. They have good prices and good makeup. From Gourmand Girls, this is the Trapped Lip Gloss. And Gourmand Girls is one of my favorite indie brands. And I got some of their stuff during Black Friday. And so I was like, please don't be one I already have because I have 2. I now have 2 of these. Because I got like a PR box. I didn't get it in PR. I bought one of the PR boxes and it had like a green and a black lip gloss or lipstick or something. And so I was like, please be one I don't already have. It is. It's one I don't already have. Yes. Trapped Collection Lip Gloss by Gourmand Girls Cosmetics. It's in this beautiful mauve shade. I love it. I'm so excited about it. Like rosy mauve. Yay! What is it called? Prey. P-R-E-Y. Like, because it's trapped like a Venus flytrap and the prey. Okay, anyways, so I think that was the Trapped collection was one of Gourmand Girls' like Halloween releases. So that's why the Venus flytrap and the like scary prey, you know, it all went together. Okay, last but not least, in this box, the most exciting thing, I already told you guys about it. It is exclusive to Ice Cream Beauty. It is a palette from Gourmand Girls. I've never seen this palette before. This, I looked at the card and I was like, La Petite Maison palette by Gourmand Girls. And I was like, I've never heard of that palette before. What palette is that? It's not, because I just bought stuff from Gourmand Girls for their Black Friday. So I was like, oh, it's going to be one I already have. It's not. Okay, so let's talk about it. So it is a cute little cottage right there. I think it's supposed to be like a French cottage because it's called La Petite Maison. I'm probably saying that wrong. Again, I took Spanish in high school, not French, so I'm better at the Spanish accents. Okay, the cover, are the same picture. They even have the same information on the back, which is nice. And then they also had, I already kind of looked at this. I cheated a little bit. They also had these little protectors on the shimmers, but I took them off because I wanted to see what they looked like. So we have this beautiful palette. It reminds me of a palette that came out like last year, maybe the year before, which I actually am sneak peeking, have that palette in one of the giveaway boxes. Because I got 2 of them. I bought one of them myself through Ice Cream, and one of them I got through the grab bag when I went to the Creators and Friends event and met Christina, the owner of Gourmand Girls, which she's so kind and sweet and awesome. Anyways, lots of information. This is going to be a long video. It is very fall-like, but I feel like it can kind of transition a little bit into like the Christmas winter holidays because we've got like the green and the red and the gold. I'm so excited. $40. Did I get some things in here that I don't necessarily need? Yes. So we talked about the 2 ZC things, which I don't have anything against ZC. I just don't need a new blush and I don't need a mascara. Because last box, I believe I had 3 out of the 5 items that I was like, I don't need these. And I'm trying to keep track of that because I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to cancel ice cream in January because I have too much stuff. Not because it's not a great box. I really want to get that in there. This is a great box. I don't know what's going on with it right now, but it's still a great box. Okay, so 2 things that I'm like, I don't need these. Are they probably beautiful? Probably, but I don't need them. So, you always need new eyeliners. I feel like I have an eyeliner dry up all the time. I even store them like upside down and they still just constantly, I think it's because I'm trying to draw a line over like glitters and that's harder for the liner. If I just had a blank eyelid and put the eyeliner on, I think it would last like 2 or 3 times as long. But that's not me. I wear makeup hard. I wear a lot of makeup. Okay, and then this Trapped lip gloss. So excited about this. So in this palette, this box, 3, and you also know the palette. I'm so excited about the palette. So 3 out of the 5 items in here, I'm thrilled with. I'm really excited, especially the palette. I'm so excited to have an exclusive Gourmand Girls palette, which, I don't know why I'm throwing this out there, but I do have a code with Gourmand Girls. It's Bianca, B-I-A-N-C-A, if you want to use it. Also, and it's actually 40% off right now until Wednesday. So, because Gourmand Girls is having a Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. And so they turned my code into the same code. Like you get 40% off if you use the Gourmand Girls code, but they also turned my code into a 40% off code. So a lot of information. If you do want to buy anything from Gourmand Girls, you can use my code Bianca. I think it's affiliated. Allure for November. Okay, let's talk about the 2 free things that I got first because it was a new subscription to me. So this won't be I don't even think you can get the November box anymore because by the time this video goes up, it'll be December. So they'll have new free things if you want to sign up for Allure, which I don't have the referral code, but it is usually pretty good. All right, the 2 free things I got this Tatcha. It is a dewy skin cream. It's little, these things come free from Sephora. So I'm not thrilled about this, but I like Tatcha. It's a luxury brand. Sure, great. Then I got this from YSL. This was one of the reasons that I signed up for it right now because I was like, a free YSL. I think it's their Candy Glaze. It's like a lip gloss, kind of lip balm kind of thing. And it's full size. Look how pretty that is. Ooh. And I got that for free. Yeah, it seems kind of like a lip balm, lip gloss. There's not a lot of color, but look what a pretty color that is. It's a very neutral shade. It is in the shade Showcasing Nude. Okay, so really excited about that. Okay, what else came in this box for the month of November? We got from Lucetta. It is a hair mask. As I've talked about many times, this is all my hair and I like to baby it and take care of it. And also I get really bored because it is hard to have long hair. And so I don't cut it all off. I'll sometimes add a color conditioner to the ends. So on the ends right now, I have a color conditioner. It's been washed a couple of times, but it's fading out. But anyways, if you're wondering what's going on there, it's because there's a color conditioner in there. So I do love to have a hair mask because I feel like I like to treat my hair and I do put Hot Tools on it. This is a 3-barrel waver. And so I want it to stay healthy. So nice to have a hair mask. Then we have from Kat Berkey. This is a vitamin C intensive face mask. And I hear vitamin C is really, really good for your skin, but I always have to look it up and see what it does because I always forget what it does, but it's good for your skin. I know that. It's good to have it. And from watching the other content creators open this box, here it is. I found it. Okay. I remember that being really expensive. $80 for 1 ounce. And that's what I got. I got 1 ounce. $80. I think I paid $25, $30 for this box. $80. Right now I'm already at 4 things. Again, 2 of them were free because I was a new subscription. Okay, then we got from L'Occitane an almond shower gel. I used to have a full size of this because everybody talked about how good it is if you have dry skin. I have very dry skin. I live in Utah, which is we're called the high desert because we are up in the mountains, but we're dry like a desert. So I got this and I didn't really like it that much. I mean, I did, but I didn't. It's okay. It's okay. Would I have repurchased another full size? No, but it's fine to have a pretty big, this is 2 ounces, I think. So this is normally $29 for 250 milliliters, and this is 75 milliliters. So it's worth less than that, but still pretty good. What was this? I didn't tell you about this. This is 100 milliliters, and it's 36 for the 5 milliliters. A 1/5? What's 1/5 of 36? Less than $10. So not bad. Not great, but not bad. Okay, let's see what else we have. Liquid IV. We have a hydration multiplier. There's 8 vitamins and nutrients. There's 3 little liquid IVs. Okay, I have gotten liquid IV in, I think I got it in FabFitFun. I don't really like it. It is nice that it's sugar-free, and it's nice. If you don't drink very much water or you don't like the taste of water, it's a really nice thing to have because it makes water taste not like water. Like my dad hates the taste of water, and I feel bad for him because I love water. I don't need water to taste better. I already love the taste of water. So, but the reason I don't like these, they're very salty. Like for me, I felt like like this one, lemon lime or whatever, it was like salt and lemon lime, and I was like, I don't want my water to taste like salt. Give these away because I'd rather just drink water. And I think those were just a fun extra because it's not in the little booklet for how much those are. Fun extra. Okay, so next, dropping things. The next thing I got in the box is kind of a sample. So we have some full-size things in here. We have some samples. Some I feel like this is kind of like a luxurious sample size. Anyway, so this is from Sephora. It is their big mascara. Another mascara. See, this is what I was talking about. I got a mascara in the ice cream and a mascara here. I don't need that much mascara in my life. But minis are easier to go through because there's not as much in there. So it is a 0.06 ounce that's included in there, but the 10 ounce is $15. So that is, I bet the plastic was more expensive than what the actual amount of mascara in here. Another sample size, which is fine. Ice cream only has full-size items. 5 to 7 full-size items. And there was 5 in the last one. Actually, technically 6 because there were 2 eyeliners. Anyways, but this one, I don't know how many you're supposed to get, but I think it's known that they're not all full-size. We have some sample sizes. Fragrance, just a little one, I think that these ones only last, if you use it every day, probably a week. Oh my gosh, the full-size is really expensive. Whew, it's Noteworthy Scents N307 Sunlit Grove. Okay. So interesting because it is kind of summery. It says, the summer may be over, but one spritz of this fruit-forward fragrance with notes of zesty mandarin, orange, and basil will instantly transport you back to warmer weather. Okay, I think they're trying to be like, hey, we're about to have sad wintertime. Try to think about happy summertime. Anyways, this is 1.5 milliliters, and the full size is $139. It is nice to be able to get samples of that because I'm not going to go buy the $139 one without smelling it first. So getting to smell little samples in here. And I don't live close to a Sephora, so getting to sample out the fragrances and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's nice to get them in boxes like this. There's only 2 things left and they're full size. So we have from Half Magic Beauty. This and the next thing in here were kind of the ones that really pushed me to get this box because I like Half Magic Beauty a lot. I did a whole video a couple years ago that was I did a full face of Half Magic Beauty, and I liked it. I did actually have some trouble with it, I remember, but I ended up coming up with a good look. So I was excited to be able to get something full size from Half Magic Beauty. Sparkle Stick Eye Crayon, and there's quite a few different colors you can get, and I got the color Princess Teddy, which you might think it's going to be this pretty color, which I did originally too. I was like, cool, blue, kind of aqua. Wrong. I don't know why they try to trick you out like that, because it is not. It's more this color. It's I already swatched it. You might be able to tell a little bit because I was intrigued. I thought it would be blue. No, it's kind of like a bronzy, coppery shade, which is pretty, which is nice. It kind of got my hopes up because I saw the blue and I was excited. I love fun, colorful colors. So, anywho, that is $25 for the full size, which we did get the full size. So, last but not least, the reason I got this box, Charlotte Tilbury. There's Charlotte Tilbury and I don't know. I think this is a $30 box, but I think the first time you sign up for it, you get it for $10 if you use somebody's code. The Subscription Sisters, she had a really good code. Though I don't know if it worked because I think I still paid $30. Beauty Light Wand. They had 3 different choices you could pick from. These three choices right there. So you could get it in Spotlight, Glowgasm, or Pinkgasm. And I have this one already in Spotlight. So I was like, here, let's try. And I think I also have it in Pinkgasm. So I got the one that I don't have. And now I do, obviously. But in Pillow Talk. It's a beautiful formula. Now I have this in Pillow Talk. All of that together, if you guys want to look at my description box, I will add everything up. I think I'll probably try to do the math and do like, this one was 0.06 ounces and then compare it, you know, I'll do the math and find out the ratios and how much this actual one's value is. I actually really like math, so let's gather my thoughts so I can put as much of this makeup on my face. I don't think I can do all of it. Like, especially because I have 2 blushes now, so I don't think I'll be using the ZC one. And then that one I can put in a future giveaway or sell on Poshmark, Mercari, whatever, I don't know. So I have a idea of what we're doing here. We're gonna obviously wear the La Petite Maison palette, obviously. And I swatched out the shimmers. I always like to swatch out the shimmers. The mattes just end up being what, you know, they look like what they are in the pan, but shimmers sometimes flash differently. So it's this right here. This one is so stunning, but it's kind of chunky, which is not my favorite kind of shimmer because I feel like they kind of fall and get everywhere. But all really beautiful. Okay, then we're also going to be wearing this lip, one of these lips. I'm going to try to put in this Half Magic. We have the blush and we have the mascara. So that is what we're going to try to gather. Ooh, and the liner, maybe, we'll see. I was thinking that I'm definitely going to do a green look. I've come to discover how much I like green eyeshadow in recent months. And this one really, I feel like this shimmer and this shimmer and this shimmer and this shimmer are kind of greenish. And so it would really just make the look by doing green. So that's what we're gonna do. And I feel like green bridges the gap between fall and Christmas. We're doing green. Fall green is a little bit more like, you know, army green, whereas winter Christmas green is more like emerald green, but there's kind of a little bit of an emerald-y green. Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? If you guys celebrate? I know not all of my followers, watchers, subscribers are American. So did you guys have a good Thursday? I love Thanksgiving. It is actually one of my favorite holidays, which is kind of weird because as the mom, I do all of the cooking. So I cooked for like 5 hours straight. But I just really like it. I like the aspect of the cooking and making food for my family, and then I also just really love Thanksgiving foods. Green bean casserole and stuffing, and I made some sweet potatoes. My husband smoked the turkey and it came out. It was the best turkey I've ever had. It was so amazing. So it was really good. And I made a peanut butter pie because you can't really buy peanut butter pies. Love peanut butter. So I made a peanut butter pie and it was delicious. Okay, cool. So walnut wood. I wonder what palette we're gonna get for December's box. I hope it's Christmassy. Although by the time we get the palette, because I got this palette in the mail like by the 27th or something. So if we do that next month, Christmas will be over. But that's fine. I would still, I use my palettes year after year, and also you don't have to use a Christmas palette for only Christmas time. Do I like to do that? Yeah, I do, because I love holidays, but you don't have to. Wow, this is pigmented. I knew it would be, but yeah. So there's my transition shade. Kind of trying to blend it because it is maybe more pigmented than I thought it would be. To get the green going right here, this one, this is Olive Grove, appropriately named. Oh, I said army green, but olive green would have worked too. We are going to use olive green on a flat brush so that I can get it in that outer corner there. I also am doing laundry right now, so if you guys can hear, my laundry machine is right across the wall from here. So if you can hear the laundry, I'm just multitasking. I'm doing a video, I'm doing the laundry. It's a good day. This is really pretty color. I thought about putting this cellar door one in the outer corner, but sometimes sometimes I go too dark is what I was gonna say. No, I always go too dark. I'm always like, oh yeah, let's, you know, get some depth here. And then it looks like I'm going to a rave and I'm like, Bianca, you know what I'm doing the rest of the night? So I took down all my decorations. I have to put them in the bins. That is the rest of my night. That is what I'm planning for tonight. Putting decorations in bins, which is like playing Tetris because you want to be able to get as much stuff in the bins as possible without them breaking so that next year I'll have them. Although every year, I swear, every year things break. And so every year I have to pull out the super glue. That's okay. I like to use my decorations. I don't buy them for 1 year. I use them over and over and over and over again. And part of the reason I have so many decorations is because my husband and I have been married. It'll be 18 years this December. And every year I buy more decorations that I don't need. But why do they have to be so cute? Why do every year the decorations have to be so cute? And I'm like, oh, I need that. You don't need it, Bianca, but I want it. But I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to, now that I have so many decorations, like every time I put them up, I put ones that I don't really like anymore or are not really my taste. I put them in a bin so that they can go to the thrift store. I can donate them. And a lot of them I got from the thrift store. So they're just going back to their home. So I'm trying to donate ones that I don't really like anymore. And I'm trying every year not to buy as many every year. Like I'll try to only buy like one per season because there's always one that I'm like, I thought about using this Amber Hearth, this yellow, but I feel like I use, okay, yeah, never mind. I was gonna say, I feel like I use yellow in like every eyeshadow look, and I'm like, yeah, I do because I like it. Okay, so we're just gonna put it here. It'll probably get covered by shimmers, but I've actually been finding that I've been loving to have a matte inner corner, but if it's bright enough. This one's not that bright, so I'm okay if it gets covered by shimmers, but I'd like it to just kind of peek through. Sometimes I love a matte look and I'm like, why am I even putting on more than, like, maybe I should just do mattes, which is so funny because I remember when I started this channel, like I hated matte looks. People would be like, oh yeah, I just wear matte eyeshadow. And I was like, how? The shimmers are what make these special, and they are, but like matte looks are pretty special too. We're gonna get out some shimmers and NYX glitter glue. This is a necessity if you are doing like a shimmer look, especially if you are gonna use this one called Candlelight, the one that was kind of chunky. You definitely need some sort of glitter glue because that one, I mean, I still find that it still gets everywhere, but less so maybe? Question mark? Let's put on this Garden Gate right there. I know that it's not really the same color. Like I used Olive Grove, which was kind of more of a warm green, and this is more of a like blue green. But that's okay. I love mixing greens, mixing different tones of green, which is part of the reason I started to love green eyeshadow, because I've started like mixing with the tones and, you know, blue greens with yellow greens. And I think it's fun. I think the reason I didn't like it before a couple of years ago was because I would never mix cool, like a cool with warm tones. But I think mixing a cool tone with a warm tone just adds some pizzazz. Conservatory right here, so pretty. It's a little bit minty blue toned also. So I think that that will transition into this one really nicely. And then we're gonna put Attic Secrets, that one, over the yellow. So there is one shimmer, one greenish shimmer that I didn't use. Verdigris. Maybe I didn't use it because I don't know how to say it. All right, last but not least, we're gonna use this Attic Secrets, which kind of has every color of the rainbow in there a little bit. Wow. Pretty. I put it maybe a little too much on that one, so I guess we gotta go too much on this one too. Ooh, pretty. I kind of wonder if I should have not done that yellow. Too late now. I did it. Okay, so let me clean things up and I'll be right back. It's actually not my favorite look I've ever done. It has nothing to do with the palette. I just feel like I shouldn't have put the yellow in there. It's too yellow green. I already put on the eyeliner and I thought one was a liquid and one was a pencil, but they're each both. So one side is a pencil, which I accidentally knocked off when I was trying to take it off. I knocked off part of the black, which was annoying. And then this might be my new favorite application of eyeliner because I was talking to you about how my eyeliners always dry up. This is the little pot like you put it in the pot. So every time it kind of gets dried up, you can dip it back in, which I feel like this is one of the most difficult eyeliners. I feel like it is really good when you're going over glitters. Like, see how I went over in the inner corner there and it was fine. Though I don't know if you can tell, there is a little bit of like the flared of the brushes. And so that kind of didn't make the most smooth, whatever. But I think I'm really excited about it. And then the white one is exactly the same. So it's white with the little pot on one side, which, oh, you can see on that one, I think. Yes, you can. The fibers, the brush isn't completely smooth. Anyways, and then the other side is a white eyeliner. Okay, so I did put, obviously, the black. And you can see I kind of had a little bit of issues. So I think it is a really nice eyeliner, but it takes some practice. This one was better. I also put it in my waterline and it didn't work very well. The black eyeliner for a waterline is not, I'm assuming that this is better for just making a wing with. And maybe I can kind of fix my wing a little bit. Okay, anyways, it's okay. Okay, I do like the way that the eyeliner goes into the pot, but I have to admit, it's not my favorite. I can feel like it's a little bit patchy and a little bit sticky. But, you know, maybe it's just a learning curve for me to learn how to get better at this little pot application of it. I thought we could use some of this. This was from Half Magic. Oh, it really does match what we've got going on. Do brown and black match and go together? I don't know. They are today. Ooh, that is pretty. I actually really like how that looks. So I'm just putting it in on the bottom of my eye. Maybe I should put it in my eyeline too, because the black didn't really work. Yeah, look at that. That's so much better. That really kind of made that better. I like it. I put on some bronzer while I was cleaning everything up. Let's use the blush. Okay, so this has never been used, never been opened. We have to turn it on and then get it to start pumping out. We have it already. Oh, what color did I, Pillow Talk. Okay, question, not question. Apparently Pillow Talk is more of a highlighter and I thought it was a blush. Okay. I think the Pinkgasm one is blush. This is more of a highlighter. I mean, it's a pinky highlighter. I actually do talk about how liquid highlighters are not my favorite, but I do actually really like Charlotte Tilbury's formula. I feel like it is very simplistic and easy to use and not as easy to mess up. Don't want to open that ZC blush, but I'm going to because I need blush now. It is kind of compact, which is nice. I like a compact blush. That's adorable. With a little boba on it. It's cute. And it has a little boba in the blush itself. I actually really like it. I'm glad I opened it. I like a compact blush. Like I'll declutter something if it has big hunky packaging over decluttering something that I don't like as much, which I don't know if I don't like this yet or not, but like because I like it being compact. I'm kind of having to build up the pigment. But it's pretty. Okay, great. All right, now we have mascara. I'm not gonna use the ZC mascara. I'm gonna use the Sephora one because I would rather open a mini than open a whole full-size one right now. I'm trying to get use out of the ones I have. So here it is. It has mostly, like the applicator is mostly brush, which that is one thing about, I know people really like mini mascaras because you go through them so quickly, you're supposed to throw them away every 6 months, but I hate the tiny applicator because I feel like I get it on my eye more often than not because I'm just not good at the tiny little applicator. I would rather pay for the long applicator, where I'm not pinching it like this, and have to pay more and maybe throw it away before it's done because every single time I'm putting on my mascara, I'm not like frustrated by the wand. Does that make sense? See, I got a little bit of, okay. Am I the best at putting on mascara? No. But is this wand the best either? No. It says volumizing and lash multiplying effect. I don't feel like it's doing all that. I have long lashes, but they're kind of wimpy. They're not very voluminous. So it's hard to give me voluminous lashes. Any mascara. Okay, not my favorite mascara in the world, but I only have to use it for, I don't know, a couple months. And, you know, it really wasn't that pricey. If you bought it, you didn't, you know, go, you know, spend $25 on it. 15. That's still kind of a lot. So in my head, Sephora brand is kind of a drugstore brand. Yes, it's only sold at Sephora, but it's not as expensive as everything else at Sephora. So, you know how Ulta sells drugstore and Sephora doesn't? I feel like the Sephora brand, in my head, I don't know if anybody else thinks this way, but in my head, I always kind of think of the Sephora brand as kind of more of their drugstore alternative. So I feel like getting up to $15 for one mascara is kind of pricey. But drugstore prices have kind of gone up. So, okay. I feel like it kind of made them chunky. We have two lip situations. Let's put this one on first because I think it's kind of a lip balm and my lips are pretty dry. Yeah, that looks really good. I like it because it's a nice neutral, so it goes really well with this green look. We're gonna put some of this on top of there. A lip gloss on top of a balm. Why not? Oh, it's not as mauve-y as I thought it was. Like, it kind of looks mauve. To me it does, but it's definitely more of a rose hue to it. I think both colors look good with my look though. We're done. We put all of it that I could put on. And I actually ended up with a highlighter that I wasn't expecting having. What do you guys think about the look that I got? What do you guys think about Allure for November? What do you think about ice cream for November? Do you guys get ice cream? Did you cancel because you weren't getting any communication? Or have you stuck it out like I have? It was a really good box this month though. Like, they were both really good. I'm glad that I got both of them. I'm so glad that I kept getting Ice Cream Beauty because I was able to get this amazing Gourmand Girls palette. And I'm so glad that I got the Allure. I got some really cool, I got really pricey things in there for like 30 bucks or whatever it was. I think it was a good month. I like to have you guys put in an emoji at the end of the video to let me know that you watched the entire video. So, and then after that, I'm gonna tell you about the emoji and then we're gonna talk about the giveaway. So let's have you guys, if you watched the whole video, put in an emoji of leaves because fall is leaving and I still have some leaves up and this is the November box. So it'll be the last emoji for this year that I do with like fall. But let's do a leaves emoji because of fall is leaving. If you guys watch to the end, it shows the algorithm that I am saying something important or worthwhile. And then if you guys put in the emoji of the leaves, it lets me know that you watched till the end. And so I can thank you personally for watching till the end of my video. So, leaves. All right, let's talk about the giveaway. I'm gonna show you the boxes. Here is giveaway package number 1. Yay! We've got that Secret Grove palette from Gourmand Girls that I was talking about that I feel like looks like the one in this video. And then we have a highlighter palette with assorted highlighters in there for a lot of skin tones in there. We've got a lip plumper. We've got from Fenty Skin. This is a cherry dub, like I think it's a scrub. Then this right here is just a pack from Ulta. I got it as like a free gift when you spend like $80. So there's random mystery things in there. It's just Ulta branded stuff, but I thought I would leave something of a mystery and have not open that up, and so you guys don't know what's in there. Then from Fenty, here is just like a makeup bag. Then we have another lip plumper. This one is from Physicians Formula. This is a conditioner from Virtue, and we have from Clinique, we have a 7-day scrub cream. So, and then the Liquid IV. So that is everything in giveaway package number 1. Okay, and here is giveaway package number 2. I forgot to mention in the other one that everything is never used, never swatched, never touched. Everything is brand new. Obviously, I wouldn't put used stuff in a giveaway, but I just thought I would mention that. So we have another Ulta mystery bag that I got from ordering like, you know, like $8 or something at Ulta, and they give you stuff. And then we have from OPV, this is a palette, but it is shrink wrap, so I can't even open it. So that one's kind of a mystery too. Then we have from Bella Pierre, we have a red lip kit, which is perfect for this holiday season. Liquid IV. We have from Christophe Robin, we have a volumizing mist. Then we have from Cover FX, this is actually in translucent deep. Then we have from Danessa Myricks, we have Jubilee in the Yummy Skin blush. This one is kind of a brown blush, so it kind of works for my brown blush video that I did. Then we have from Earth Harbor, we have a antioxidant cleansing oil. From Juice Beauty, we have a bamboo pore refining mask. Then this is the same thing from the last one. It was the cherry scrub from Fenty, but it's a little sample size of it. We have from Ofra, this is a eyeliner, navy. Then we have another lip plumper. This one is from Dr. Dennis Gross. And I think that's it. Let me know which giveaway package you want. 1, and then this one is 2. So if you want this one, say 2 in the Google document. There might be a chance that everybody wants one, or like wants number 1, or everybody wants number 2. So it is a potential you might not be able to get the one that you want if you do win. But I don't know if that will happen. So I guess we will wait and see. Time will tell. Let me know if you want giveaway number 1 or giveaway number 2. And remember to follow all the rules in my description box. Yay! I have not added up how much everything's worth. I tried to make both boxes kind of like, they're not exactly the same things in there, but like, I feel like they're kind of equal values. I'm going to have a Google document in my description box. So if you guys want to be part of the giveaway, I have a list of rules. Okay, so like this video, number 1. Number 2, comment on this video. And remember, it can just be the emoji of the leaves. You can be saying stuff about Ice Cream Beauty or about my look or blah, 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 blah. Just comment. That also helps like the algorithm. It helps my video. If I don't remember all the rules, then look in my description box, because I will have all the rules written out. Oh, follow me on Instagram and follow me on YouTube. You gotta follow me, and I will be checking. If you are only following me on YouTube and not Instagram, you can't win. So follow me on YouTube, here, Bianca's Gogan Beauty. Become a subscriber, subscribe to me, and then follow me on Instagram. It is also Bianca's Gogan Beauty. And I think that I really like my Instagram. Like, I do different looks. Like, if you thought this look was fun, you might like to check out my Instagram, because every other day or so, whatever. Sometimes I do every day. It depends on the day. I will post looks, fun looks, because I like to wear my makeup and show you guys what I'm doing with it. So like this video, comment, follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube, and then fill out the Google Doc, because that is how I'm going to be choosing a winner. I'm not going to be choosing it like randomly a comment, because whenever I did that, scammers would get in there, and sometimes I would have you guys like put in your Instagram handle and stuff, and because I contact you usually through Instagram, maybe your email if you don't have Instagram. Whenever I had people putting in their Instagram handle in the comments, it would erase the comment, so because it would think it was spam. So the best way I have found for giveaways is through this Google Doc. I know it's annoying to have to fill out a doc, but I promise it'll take like a minute. It's just a bunch of yeses and nos, and then you put in your like how I should contact you, like an email or Instagram or whatever, so that and your address, because I'm going to be shipping you these boxes, and I'm going to have you guys tell me which box you like. So another one of the, and there are 2, and I'm going to be picking 2 winners, and I'm going to be picking them 2 weeks from the day of this video. So this video goes up on December 1st. 2 weeks would be the 14th. There's a lot of information, but if I said that confusingly, just go in my description box. It's all there. I guess if everybody likes one box and hates the other box, I might end up having 2. You might not get the box you want, but most likely I'm thinking people will like both boxes? Question mark? If you're subscribed to me, you know that I talk a lot. So if you like this video, like this video. If you also want to hype this video, you can hype it. You can hype 3 times a week. So 3 different videos, or the same video. You can actually hype the same video if you want 3 times. Anyways, you have 3 hypes per week, and you can only do it on like your phone or like your tablet. You can't do it on a desktop. And it's only for content creators that have like 500,000 or less. So if you want to hype me, that'd be great. If you want to subscribe to me, that'd be great. And if you want to be notified of my videos, push the bell. Most importantly, I feel like it took for me forever to get to this point, but most importantly, be nice to yourself because you are amazing. Have a great day. Bye.